I want to know that what are you doing for your health, Varij?
Tried a lot of things. Honest answer. Tried a lot of things. Tried meditation. Failed miserably. But I think I sleep 8 hours a day, and I think that counts as healthy living. And if you call sleeping a form of meditation, even better. But I do try to sleep 8 hours a day, and I do try to eat healthy. I'm a very healthy eater, and I definitely sleep 8 hours a day.
Yeah,
You can see it.
If you want the most exotic fruits, please raid Varij's Dabba.
And Anu, what do you do?
So I do yoga at least 5 times a week, and which is non-negotiable for my health, and meditation, of course, on a daily basis. And all said, in the evening I cannot stop the craving for a banana chip, which I do eat.
You can afford to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I lift weights. I love lifting weights, and that I think is in preparation of the hamper that you will give me today.
yes.
Because I want to lift it and take it home.
That's not what do you do? I mean, let's flip the question right now.
Yes, okay. So, my team tells me that I make them dance to my tune through the day, but then I go in the evening and I dance myself. So, yeah,
Oh,
I make
wow.
my
Fantastic.
weekly also count. So this is interesting, not to just sell and forget, but to sell and engage. So this is really a very different way of looking at the category, and like here she mentioned, it is health first. Anu spoke about the entire lifestyle condition, how we put customer first, and you also are now bringing it. It's not just that, we are also digitally out there, we are digitally first. So everything is on our digital ecosystem. And to me, that brings to the next question. I also read, and the viewers are asking, that there is something about scores that you have. So there's something that we heard about well-being scores. So Anuradha, what is that all about?
Well-being is beyond health, because it's a state of feeling good, feeling well, and feeling at your best. So it's really the best version of yourself. So in that context, what we did was to really understand what those matrices are, and really put a scientific algorithm to it, and arrive at a score which is clinically validated, and can give confidence to our consumers that if their well-being score is good, they really are in a good state. And also to advise them that if the well-being score is not as good as it can be, then what is that they can do through our whole care manager and the health coaching that we do with our consumers. So it's really putting health in the context of a holistic measurement, and not just looking at in a narrow dimension of physical activity or clinical health, etc., but really defining it in the entirety of what it actually is. And I'm very proud to say that there is almost 200 plus parameters that go into that measurement, and this is something nobody has done, and in my understanding nobody has done it globally. So it's really I would say advisory in nature, and something that can really guide the consumer to first become aware and then work on it to get to the best version of themselves.
I like this, the best version, and here we are, 4 of us, the best version of ourselves sitting here. So there is credit scores for people who are looking at, the loans and lending, and now I like this interesting that there's well-being score in a health, with your health parameters and how you can improve that.
Yeah.
But once we've spoken a lot around health, and but there is still this category which is less than 4% penetrated, and so there are a lot of questions. Our viewers are asking कि आप health तो कर रहे हो, लेकिन insurance का क्या? Because this is an insurance, when I go to the hospital, मेरा claim नहीं देता. This is the hospital, the category where people come and missell. Your distribution comes, as in the category distribution is talking. So there's a lot of missell, not giving me claims. So people are not very positive कि ये लेके मिलेगा क्या? So what about 100% health? So we understood.
Yeah.
But is there anything around 100% health insurance, Anuradha?
of course, it's good to get the premium back if I stay healthy, and there is an objective measurement on which I get my premium back and all. But what if I go to the hospital? And we really went to length to understand the pain points of consumers. And all of us at some point of time, either for ourselves or for our close ones or near and dear ones, would have been in a hospital. And I can tell you, the cashless process or the reimbursement process is so painful. And I, in this instance, would like to share my personal experience. I had a very close one getting hospitalized at 6 o'clock in the evening, and it was a case of a heart attack. And the doctor said, you need to have an angioplasty and a stenting done at around 10 o'clock in the night. It was a Saturday night, and there was nobody to speak to, a third party administrator or an insurance company. And I was told I have to pay an advance of 5 lakhs. At that point of time, I was grateful at least I had the economic means to pay that kind of an advance. But how many people have that kind of financial capacity at that point of time? You're so worried that what will happen to the near one and dear one. And if I don't have money to pay, it's just about that time when you need somebody to support you. And after that, at the time of discharge, the doctor said you can get discharged at 10 in the morning, but the process took until 6 in the evening. It's just so painful
Yeah, it's
again.
very painful. You just want
it's
to
just
get
so
out.
painful,
Yeah.
right? So that is one important aspect of being there at the time of claim in a timely manner to help the consumer focus on what is important for them at that juncture. So that is the most important point. The second is, when I get the bill, I am told that this non-medical expense is not paid, that is not paid, this is not paid, etc. Then the third thing that happens is that I have a sum insured of 5 lakhs. If the claim is 8 lakhs, the insurance company tells me, sorry, we'll pay only 5, 3 is not payable. So these are the 3 critical challenges that we found that customers are facing. So we said, how do we stay with the consumer here? So we said, don't worry, whatever is your amount of the claim, we are here to take care of it. We have this feature called Super Reload, that whether the amount of claim is higher than sum insured, or you get subsequently hospitalized and you need some more cover more than what you have taken cover for, we take care of you. So that is the Super Reload feature that we have, which is unlimited number of times that gets reloaded during the year, so that the consumer is having that comfort and peace of mind that he's fully protected.
Wow, this looks like, like your purse is always full, meaning kabhi bhi kuch bhi hua,
Yes.
my insurance is always full.
So this is how we have gone about really taking care of the need of the consumer by assuring them 100% health insurance when the need arises, and being with them during the time of that emergency.
And what is this product called?
It's called Active One, and the concept is one for everyone, and it's really recognizing it from a consumer standpoint to say that I can be a consumer looking for comprehensive cover. I can be a consumer looking for a cover where I can make choices because I want to make choice, and I am told that this is the minimal that you need to have for a good cover, and in addition to that you take whatever you want. It's your choice.
So the consumer is more empowered.
And to consumers who are with pre-existing conditions, we have a cover. Then for consumers who are saying that I'm a globe-trotter but I want an affordable cover, we have a cover. But for consumers who are saying that I travel abroad, I need a holistic international cover, we have a cover.
Nice.
And for consumers who are looking for specific covers, like during hospitalization, there are certain type of expenses like durable equipment, etc., that we want cover for, or advanced health checkup that we want cover for with economies of scale benefit, we have cover. And for customers who are looking for a tax saving, to say that can I get the best tax saving out of this policy, we have a cover. So it's really looking at it again
You
in
missed
terms of the consumer language.
Digital one.
Yeah.
Because there are so many.
Yes. So it's really looking at every type of consumer that is and saying we have one for you. So that is really the active one, the number one, the rocking number one.
You know, when even the distributors go out to sell, it's not the same product for everyone.
Yeah.
They look at the customer, they analyze the need of that consumer, and then depending on that, whether the customer wants international cover, whether he's looking at tax savings, whether he has a chronic condition and wants to cover it from day one, so on and so forth. I think it's a personalized sales pitch. It's a hyper personalized product for that consumer basis that consumer need. So it's a one product, yes, but it is one for everyone. So
like it's one for everyone. Customer bhi khush, distributor bhi khush. aur kya chahiye?
So I just want to add that at Aditya Birla Health Insurance, we have the highest claim settlement ratio. It's 96%. You know, the remaining 4% is because people are within waiting periods and they don't know that and so on and so forth. But it's the highest settlement in the industry. And in terms of claims paid, I think we've paid over 10 lakh claims last year. We've paid about 1,600 crores of claims.
Wow.
And this is what will give you the dimension of 100% health insurance.
Awesome. So Varish, you were talking about this Active One product, which is, product for all. So you're with the Rockstar product. Anu, I want to come to you that how have you taken this Rockstar product out with a Rockstar launch?
Actually, I think for Active One, for me personally, has been a very, very interesting communication journey, right? Starting from, I think this was the first time that we've been able to give a form and shape to a health insurance product, right? Because it's a service. It doesn't have a physical form. It's not tangible, right? So from creating a creating a logo and creating a form and shape for this product, to simplifying even the regulatory documents in terms of consumer speak, in terms of creating mnemonics for better, easier understanding for the consumer, and then creating a communication that was very, very non-health insurance in nature. Like I mentioned, consumers don't want to consume health insurance information, right? I mean, they don't care. We are not in the scheme of things, frankly. So, and then when we got down to the drawing board in terms of, the campaign and how would we take it to the external world, I think all of us wanted to have a face that kind of identified with the values of Aditya Birla Health Insurance, B, with Active One, right? This entire product which we've created, which is for everyone. And we wanted to find a face that connected. We wanted to find a face that was not larger than life. We wanted to find a face that consumers connected with the purpose. And that's how we landed with Vikrant Massey. We were, because, he just finished 12th fail. And absolutely, he was this guy who defied logic, who defied society, who defied expectation, because he had this purpose that he was chasing, right? And we kind of identified with the character and the actor, with the entire purpose of taking this health insurance plan that we'd created to everybody out there. And, when we were talking to Vikrant and we were working on the scripts, this entire conversation from how we've traversed the journey from just being health insurance to being health assurance, and how this health assurance now we were taking to every Indian with the various variants that we had, I think has been a journey.
I really like how you have made insurance into an assurance.
Absolutely.
So interesting, and taking Vikrant Massey out there and really making people aware about the product. So this brings us to me, the last question, and what is also making me very curious. But are people actually living this life, and what have you all done about that?
So, this was an idea that was launched in 2016, right? And then of course COVID happened, right? And then in 2022, we said, okay, let's figure out if people are living the purpose, right?
Right.
And I think more importantly, we wanted a proof that our purpose was working, right?
क्योंकि बोलना तो बहुत आसान है, 10,000 steps, 100%, but are actually people doing
No,
it?
and more importantly, Darshana, in an industry which has a bit of a trust issue, there is a trust
Correct.
deficit in
Absolutely.
the industry, right? So for us to go and say, look, मतलब मैं चलूंगा और आप पैसे दोगे.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, that was the belief that we had to kind of that we had to build on. So we went back to the consumers who had earned their premium back, right? And we started very small. We started by going to them and saying, ki, you know, how has your journey been? And tell us about, you know, we also started the conversations by saying, tell us about getting your money back, right? Because that was
The testimonials,
that was the hard delivery of the promise, right? And honestly, we were gobsmacked with the stories that we heard, right? Because we had, like Bharaj had mentioned, we had a couple who spoke about how their marriage improved, right? Or we had stories of consumers who reversed their diabetes. And we had stories of, you know, consumers who'd lost weight, or consumers who'd made life-altering decisions because they were walking 10,000 steps every day for 325 days, right? And that led us to you know, creating this entire campaign that we did, which said "Kya piche choda hai?" Because it's Newton's law of motion, right? When you walk ahead, you leave something behind, right? And every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So we went to the consumers and we said, okay, tell us your stories. And I think it is amazing to have consumers traverse the journey of testimonials to advocacy. Right, and we had.
It's very difficult.
It
to
is
get
very
it.
difficult, especially in financial services industry, right? To have your consumers say, okay, you know what? I will be an actor in your commercial. I will tell everybody your story. So I think that for us has been a huge win from a brand perspective. And my personal favorite is, you know, like I mentioned, you know, to create contextual communication, right? All brands want to create contextual communication. And for me, the sweetest story has been, you know, this story of a couple that we put out on Valentine's Day. And, you know, we started off by saying, what does health insurance have anything to do with, you know, the biggest day of love, right? But it's a fact. When a couple, when you walk with your partner every day for an hour and a half, which is average time that it takes to walk 10,000 steps, you do improve your relationship. You do improve your conversation. You do improve your, you do talk about your pain points, right? And that is a huge, you know, opportunity and a matter of pride for us. And one more story I want to tell. I know I'm taking too much time, but you know, this is
interesting. Imagine this. Imagine all the side things that you get. It's not just about insurance claim. Actually, improving your relationship.
Absolutely.
It's so much more, you know, exciting and so much more. I mean, gratitude.
Immense gratitude, you know. And I just want to tell you one more story. So we were working with the team on Mother's Day last year, and we said, okay, can we go back to our customers and find a story for Mother's Day? And we went to this lady, and what a nice story she mentioned. So, you know, she had become a mother, and she had obviously, as with motherhood, you kind of tend to take a back seat about yourself, about your health, etc., etc. And she put on a lot of weight, right? And she wanted to conceive again, and she was having a lot of trouble. And during that same time, she took one of our health insurance plan, right? And with us, she started walking 10,000 steps, and you know, she lost her weight, and you know, she got back into, you know, what a right weight should have been, and she had a baby, and she had a second baby. And you know, when we went to her, she said, you know, thank you, I really want to thank Aditya Birla Health Insurance कि आपकी वजह से मैं second time माँ बन पाई. My God,
This is amazing, no? Yes, I agree.
Can you imagine how humbled we feel,
absolutely.
and how much
getting
gratitude?
goosebumps.
Yeah, and how much gratitude we have to be a important part, maybe albeit a small part, in such a huge movement of, you know, of a consumer's
how
life.
many brands can go out?
How
and
many brands can say that, right? That you know, we partnered in a consumer's motherhood journey, right?
Absolutely.
And you know, every time we meet with our partners, distributors who are selling, we actually bring our consumers to talk to them. So we don't have to say anything. When the customer is talking about
Themselves, yeah.
it themselves, our distributors, you know, just then take it forward when they're selling it the next time. So it's a different thing when we train, but it's very different when the consumer is talking about it. And these are very heartwarming stories. Just to add to your stories, I think in Indore, we met a small farmer from about 100 kilometers away. And he said, मैं तो खेती बाड़ी करता हूँ and मैं 5-6 हज़ार तो ऐसे ही चल लेता हूँ, but आपकी वजह से मैं 10,000 स्टेप घर आता हूँ, बीवी के साथ और 4-5 हज़ार कर लेता हूँ. So my relationship has improved and I have saved money. I've only paid GST the next year.
Wow.
Very heartwarming stories. He
yes.
said, you know, मुझे तो insurance free मिल गया और सेहत भी free मिल गई. So it is really
And out there, farmers talking, motherhood, Valentine's Day, couples. You know, Anuradha, anything from you to share any story?
Yeah, a lot of them.
It looks like all of you all are bubbling with stories.
Lot of them. The one which I fondly remember is a customer when I was traveling to Cochin. He actually came on the podium and he was looking so fit. He was 50 plus and he is a customer with diabetes. And he said, I have been with Aditya Birla Health Insurance for the past 5 years. And for the past 4 years, he's not paid any premium. He's become fitter. His diabetes is under control and his family is very happy.
I just want to add to this to, you know, everybody who says that I don't buy health insurance because it's expensive. My recommendation is please buy our plans. Please take care of your health. Walk 10,000 steps every day for 325 days. And this will be the cheapest health insurance investment you will ever make because it's free. Yeah. If you take care of your health, we are genuinely free.
And you know, nobody buys health insurance to go out and use it. Nobody wants to use it, right? It's not like a mobile phone.
Yeah.
You walk out and you want to open it and use it. Health insurance, nobody wants to use. And we don't want them to use it for the insurance part. We want them to use it for the health part and maintaining a healthy lifestyle.
You know, there was a lovely Chinese proverb I read. It was about planting trees. So he said that the best time to plant tree was 20 years ago and the next best time is now. So I just want to paraphrase it for health insurance, that you should actually buy health insurance when you absolutely, definitely don't need it, right? Because, and the next best time is whenever the realization dawns on you that you must buy health insurance because it is the best investment that we hope you never have to use, but it is something that you must do for, you know, your health insurance, and just safeguarding your assets.
Yes, so I think, and this is what, you know, it sums it all for me, that here is a health insurance company, Aditya Birla Health Insurance, which first of all is making its own customer the stars. So you don't need stars. All brands are looking out for stars. So यहाँ तो हमारे customers ही stars हैं.
Yes.
Yeah, they are, you know, giving 100% premium back if you're staying healthy, and so many things apart from your health, your relationships, your parenthood, so many other things are also coming together and they are also becoming healthier. So this is so interesting. And on that note, so I want to end by saying that here is a brand, here is Aditya Birla Health Insurance, who has its purpose, who is making India and its families live the purpose today. And if you want to know more about it, and I hope you've done, it's interesting learning for you, do go on the link on our bio to know more about it. Thank you very much, and thank you, Anuradha, Varij, and Anu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Thank you so
much,
much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
So viewers, this was all about health insurance and how Aditya Birla Health Insurance does it differently by giving you 100% health and 100% insurance. तो अगर आपने अपने health को insure नहीं किया है, तो अभी करो. And do remember to subscribe to our channel for more such videos and more such learning. And I will see you soon in the spotlight.